celebrity chef Bobby Flay is joining us now by phone to discuss all of this, as well as his standing in the stock draft. We're going to get to the CNBC stock draft in a moment, Bobby, but I want to talk to you about alt meat and if you've ever worked with it, if it's something that you would offer in any of your restaurants.
I actually, sure, I've definitely, when you say I've worked with it, I've certainly tried it. And I've definitely kicked it around to in my restaurants here and there. I mean, you know, Bobby's Burger Palace is a fast casual restaurant. Our check average is around $11. So costs obviously are, you know, come into play in food and basically in everything, because of the check average has a you know, it has a ceiling. So basically, compared to what we serve from a beef standpoint, you know, from a regular burger, so to speak, versus something like the Impossible Burger, it's about 3 times the cost. The Impossible Burger would be about 3 times the cost to us, and then obviously we'd have to pass that along to our customers. So at this point, it's not something that I have in my restaurants. I know that for sure it's something that has definitely caught the attention of a lot of people. I think people are eating in a much more sort of healthier way, vegetable-driven menu items, whether it's burgers or even in my high-end restaurants. I can tell that people are just gravitating a lot more towards vegetables. But at the same time, there's tons of meat eaters. So
it's a meat substitute, but only in as far as people are willing to pay more for that substitute, at least now at this current price point.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's exactly right. I think what they've done is they've created something that's not a veggie burger, so to speak. Like, we have veggie burgers in our restaurants that we create, and they have things like chickpeas and beans and grains and whatnot. But this is actually, I think that their intention is trying to emulate what a burger would look or taste like, except that it's plant-based. And so at this point, it's, you know, because they're sort of the newer or the sort of first to the market, the cost so far is a tiny bit prohibitive for my fast casual restaurants.
Bobby, real quick, do you see what happened with Jamie Oliver's restaurants over in the UK? I guess they have a ton of restaurants, too many, but almost all of his locations are collapsing. It's hard to believe. What about here in the U.S.? Do you think we're going to face a similar problem?
I mean, you know, I can't really comment on what happened with Jamie because I don't really know enough about it.
Yeah.
And, as you said, it's overseas. Listen, I think that, you know, like any business, the restaurant business always faces, you know, tough hurdles, whether it's labor or occupancy or food costs. And, you know, good operators have to be creative, and we have to, you know, we have to sort of get in front of those wins. And and I think that that's where we are at this point. But look, you know, here's the thing that somebody told me a long time ago. The one thing you can guarantee is that everybody gets up in the morning and has to eat. So as a restaurateur, you know, I continue to look forward to be servicing people who want to eat out, and you know, I think that's really the key.
Bobby, that's all well and good, but I mean, we got to talk some MSG. You still feeling comfortable with that pick?
Listen, we didn't get the first pick, but I still have hopes that there's going to be a trade between New Orleans and the Knicks, and we'll get Zion.
Oh, come on! What did you think? they got. I don't want to say screwed, but it doesn't look good.
You know, listen, it's not over yet. And also, I also think we're going to pick up a couple of really big-time free agents in the offseason here. I have very high hopes for my Knicks. And, of course, that will translate into a much higher MSCG stock by the time the game is over. We're just getting going here, Kelly.
You're not supposed to fall in love with your stocks, Bobby. That, you know.
Too late. Exactly. Bobby, by the way, you're number 4 in the draft, so not too bad. 4 out of 10 with a lot of year to go.